Listen up, because what I'm about to tell you will change everything you think you know about the NBA draft. This is Yang Hansen. Less than 5 weeks ago, nobody knew his name. Today, he's being called the Chinese Nikola Jokic. And if you think that's just hype, you're about to find out why every GM in the league is either celebrating or having nightmares. But here's the thing. This isn't just another draft story. This is about how one 20-year-old from China just exposed a massive blind spot in NBA scouting, and why his success could trigger the biggest international talent rush since Yao Ming. By the end of this video, you'll understand why Yang Hansen isn't just a basketball player, he's a problem the NBA wasn't ready for. June 26, 2025, NBA Draft Night. With the 16th pick, Portland shocks the basketball world. Yang Hansen wasn't sitting in the green room, he was in the stands, just hoping to hear his name called. Most mock drafts had him going in the late 30s, if at all. ESPN had him at 36th. The Athletic didn't even have him in their top 40, but Portland saw something nobody else did. They traded down from 11th to 16th, collected extra picks, and still got their guy. That's not luck, that's intelligence. GM Joe Cronin called him a very, very unique talent and revealed they'd been tracking him for 2 years. While other teams were focused on American college players, Portland was quietly building a file on a 7 feet 1 inch center who was dominating the Chinese Basketball Association. So who exactly is Yang Hansen, and why should the NBA be terrified? At just 19 years old, Yang became the youngest player ever to win both CBA All-Star MVP and Defensive Player of the Year in the same season. Think about that. In a league with former NBA players, this teenager was the best player and the best defender. 16.6 points, 10.5 rebounds, 3 assists, 2.6 blocks per game on 58.6% shooting. But here's what the numbers don't show. He was doing things that reminded scouts of only one player, Nikola Jokic. The passing vision, the court awareness, the ability to see plays 3 steps ahead. But unlike Jokic, who took years to develop his body, Yang is already 7 feet 1 inch, 260 pounds, and he's only 20 years old. And then came Summer League, and everything changed. It took exactly 10 seconds of his first Summer League game for Yang Hansen to announce himself to the basketball world. But it wasn't the athleticism that caught everyone's attention. It was this. A 7 foot 1 inch center making passes that most point guards can't make, from impossible angles, in traffic, with defenders draped all over him. Gilbert Arenas, who's seen every type of player, said it best. You can tell he's a 5-on-5 player. He can playmate, he can shoot. You can put him at any position, and he will be effective. But here's where it gets scary for the rest of the league. Yang isn't just skilled, he's smart. Watch this play. He's literally coaching his teammates mid-play, telling them where to go, when to cut, how to set screens. This is a 20-year-old rookie teaching NBA veterans how to play basketball. Everyone's calling him the Chinese Jokic, but is that fair? Let's break it down. The passing? Check. The court vision? Check. The basketball IQ? Check. The ability to make everyone around him better? Check. But here's what makes Yang potentially more dangerous than Jokic was at the same age. He's already physically ready for the NBA. When Jokic entered the league, he was out of shape and needed years to develop his body. Yang is already 7 feet 1 inch, moves well for his size, and has the frame to add more muscle. At the NBA Combine, he shocked scouts by ranking near the top among centers in agility drills. This isn't just a skilled big man. This is a skilled big man who can move. A source from the Denver Nuggets texted an NBA reporter 2 words after Yang was drafted: Chinese Jokic. When the team that has the actual Jokic is making that comparison, you know it's real. But Yang Hansen isn't just a basketball story, he's a global phenomenon. The morning after he was drafted, his name was trending on Weibo with over 100 million views. Chinese media called his selection a pride for Chinese basketball. Suddenly, the Portland Trailblazers became China's team. Here's what the NBA is really terrified of. China has more registered basketball players than the United States has people. That's not a typo. They have 300 million basketball fans, and now they have a reason to watch the NBA again. Remember what happened when Yao Ming was drafted? The Houston Rockets became a global brand overnight. Jersey sales exploded. TV ratings in China went through the roof. The NBA's revenue from China grew by 500% during Yao's career. Yang Hansen could trigger the same phenomenon, but this time it's different. Social media didn't exist during Yao's era. The global reach is exponentially larger now. Rich Paul, Yang's agent, understands this better than anyone. He called Yang the shock of the draft and immediately started building a global brand around him. Yang's success is already changing how NBA teams scout internationally. Portland's scouting director Mike Schmidt, who discovered Yang, is now being copied by every team in the league. Suddenly, everyone wants their own Chinese Jokic. But here's the scary part for established players. Yang represents a new wave of international talent that's more skilled, more prepared, and more NBA ready than ever before. While American players are focused on athleticism and highlights, international players like Yang are learning fundamentals, basketball IQ, and team play. They're not just talented, they're smart. Yang's success proves that skill beats athleticism. Court vision beats jumping ability. Basketball IQ beats raw talent. And if a 20-year-old from China can come into the league and immediately impact winning, what does that say about the development of American players? Yang Hansen is just the beginning. Right now, there are dozens of young international players watching Yang's success and thinking, if he can do it, so can I. The next wave of international talent is going to be bigger, more skilled, and more prepared than anything we've seen. The NBA is about to become truly global, and American players who aren't developing their fundamentals and basketball IQ are going to be left behind. Yang Hansen didn't just get drafted, he opened a door that can never be closed again. But here's the plot twist that nobody's talking about yet. Damian Lillard is coming back from injury. And when he does, Yang Hansen won't just be learning from any veteran, he'll be playing alongside one of the most clutch players in NBA history. Think about this combination for a second. Dame's legendary range and shot creation paired with Yang's court vision and passing ability. We could be looking at the most dangerous pick-and-roll combination since Steve Nash and Amari Stoudemire. Dame has always been at his best when he has a big man who can pass and make decisions. Now imagine him coming off screens set by a 7-foot 1-inch center who can thread passes like a point guard. But here's what makes this really scary for the rest of the league. Yang Hansen makes everyone around him better. We've seen it in China, we've seen it in Summer League. Now imagine what happens when that basketball IQ is paired with Dame's killer instinct. Portland isn't just getting Yang Hansen. They're getting a player who could unlock Damian Lillard's final prime years. At 34, Dame doesn't have time to wait for a rebuild. But with Yang's immediate impact and basketball IQ, Portland could be competitive right now. Picture this, Dame pulling up from the logo while Yang Hansen orchestrates the offense from the high post. Scoot Henderson cutting backdoor off Yang's passes. Shaedon Sharpe getting wide open threes because defenses can't figure out how to guard a 7-foot 1-point center. The Western Conference just got a lot more interesting. So why should the NBA be terrified of Yang Hansen? Because he's not just a talented rookie. He's the missing piece that could turn Damian Lillard's twilight years into championship years. He's proof that the next generation of NBA superstars might not come from Duke or Kentucky. They might come from China, and they might be ready to compete immediately. When Dame comes back healthy and starts running pick and rolls with a 7'1" Jokic clone, the rest of the Western Conference better take notice. Because Portland just went from rebuilding to dangerous overnight. Yang Hansen isn't just a player. He's the catalyst that could change everything in Portland. And that should terrify every team that thought they had the West figured out. What do you think? Can Yang Hansen and Damian Lillard form the most dangerous duo in the West? Are the Blazers about to shock everyone again? Let me know in the comments below. And make sure to subscribe because this story is just getting started. The NBA thought they knew what Portland was building. They were wrong.
Into the game, you can see all their attributes. In the past, draft, working out, you miss this, right? So I don't know how they miss Jokic, but I know when you talk about a guy like this, you don't want him to go in the second round and, someone gets him and then boom, he turns into a superstar. But,
Interested in you as a person. What are some of your interests and what do you think you'd be doing if you weren't playing basketball?
I sleep, all time sleep, and I like play PS5, and I like eat.